Ooh, so this student, Sibongile Mani, is in a world of trouble. She's from the Walter Sisulu University in the Eastern Cape. Her grant from NSFAS comes in. It's supposed to be 1,400 Rand. Instead, 14.1 million. 77 days it stays in her account before they pick up the error. During which time, she works her way through 818,000 Rands worth of expenses, including booze, weaves, trips, iPhones. She starts slowly and then starts picking up speed. She gets outed at the end by her political rivals because here's the irony. She is a student leader for the organization PASMA, which is part of the PAC student wing. Her slogan on the shirt there says, mobilize for a free socialist education. Well, you know what they say about socialism is sooner or later you run out of other people's money. And in this case, she's got to pay the money back. So she's going to be starting her career in an 800 and something plus thousand hole. $75 a share, new all-time high for the share Microsoft. At that level, the company is worth $575 billion. It's one of the world's most valuable companies. Bill Gates, the founder, must be pleased. Well, here's an interesting side story. When Gates stepped down as CEO in the year 2000, his dorm buddy and co-founder Steve Ballmer took over as CEO. Right at the top, the share price basically for the next 4 years while he was in charge halved and halved again. When he stepped down, it went up by 7% on the day. Since then, up 156% under CEO Satya Nadella. So I guess that makes Ballmer the worst CEO ever. Accounts in from TEPCO, the Japanese power utility, for the Fukushima power disaster. You guessed it, not good. In their annual report, they just report that estimates for direct compensation for people living around Fukushima, $80 billion American. For decontamination activities currently underway, a further, give or take, $60 billion US dollars. And then for the eventual decommissioning of the area and the securing of the site, they estimate another $80 billion. Although some people are saying that when push comes to shove and all of the outstanding cases have been settled, this one could come to $600 billion. So as a side note, the South African utility Eskom, who couldn't organize a piss-up in a brewery, want to build one of these? Do you think that's a good idea?
No.
20 years ago, Princess Diana died. Today. Well, this is interesting. For kids under 20, that basically means you say to them, Diana died. They say, Diana who? You idiots. Princess Diana, the one that was married to Prince Charles of England. In any event, it's also 20 years since the best newspaper apology ever. The filthy paparazzi rag National Enquirer was out on that day with an edition that had the headline, Di goes sex mad. She dies, they pull that, they reissue a new version, which basically says at the top, tribute to Diana, the princess that we all loved.